Hey champions, welcome back to Platform 21. We're doing scenery. We've got EPS, we've got polystyrene, we've got homemade ballast. What else have I got? We've got paints. Lots happening right now, so let's have some fun. So the first thing I started on with the scenics was last episode, and we started work on the EPS with this foam board, this blue foam board for the Quarry area. If I spin this around, so this was inspiration I took from one of George Williamson's videos, where he scored and cut out pieces of a foam board to create walling, and then I used the same technique that he used painting it. So I sprayed it, let that dry, and then I painted it with a couple of different tones of like grey, black and white mix, and some grey and some bits and pieces, and then I used dry brush white and to go over the top to bring out some of this texture. I think it's come out quite good, really. It's quite cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's going to be the main large feature wall in the Quarry area, with a small piece coming off of the side. And the other thing that I was doing as well was I painted the sleepers on the track. I did have a go with a couple of different colours. I've got to do a rust on the rails. Not happy with any of those three colours, so I've binned that off, and I'm going to try and get some rust colour. I'm going to have to purchase some from somewhere. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fit that painting in, because I really want to do some ballast. I'll get these walls up and some surrounds up and build up the internal scenics base anyway, and plaster coat that. So that's probably going to give me enough time maybe to get to the shops and get something, or order something online. We'll see. But all the colours I've got I didn't like, so scratch that for now. What else did I do? I don't know, I think that's about it. But so that's where we're at right now. So I've got the main walls for the Quarry area, which is this corner here. All the sleepers have been painted across the track, but a lot of that's going to be covered anyway, because I'm going to go quite thick on the ballast. I mean, that's going to be different as well, because I didn't think about this. I put the underlay underneath the track, try and get rid of that bore sound that you usually get when it goes overboard. But it's actually raised the track up quite a lot, and I didn't think about that at the time. So that's a bit of a faux pas. That's not forward thinking there on my part, because now I've got to raise that ballast up quite high. I was hoping to have it quite flat, but I can't change it now because it's all the way down. So we'll just see. I'm just probably going to have to use more ballast than I thought, because this area is going to be quite, yeah, it's going to be quite large. It's going to be quite a lot of ballast there. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll play around with that as we go, eh? So today I'm gonna try and get a build up and glue this into place of the scenic shape that I want. Just gonna roll across the bridge, and then roll around a road here, and then down to where the level crossing is going to be over in this corner here, with another slate wall here. I'm going to leave enough room that I can put the slate building here for the Quarry siding. We're going to ballast all of this area here with, I'm doing a slate ballast. This is homemade. I bought a cheese. I bought a cheese serving dish off of Amazon, quite cheap, and then yeah, smashed that to pieces to create some ballast and some bits and pieces that I'm gonna use. No, I'm just thinking of what order to do it in now. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do this first. So what we've got ready at the moment is we've got our little quarry walls, and just a small one on the front here. We'll do some foliage over the top here, like in that picture, with the tall one on this side. It's going to be a building that will eventually go in here, with obviously the other side of the quarry this side. We've got our stone bridge, little tiny tunnel section, which is going to go in this location here somewhere. So I'm going to need to build up the scenery and a bit of a hill area over the back here to tidy all that up together. We have the little road that will come down around here, a little sweeping road which will end up coming down and around, and then we're going to build up here. We'll have one of these little houses buried in the hill here somewhere, with the road sort of snaking round, and then snake over the little level crossing over the side of it. Probably around there. Sneak into what will be just a little tiny village. Not a lot going on, a little tiny village to kind of hide the controller and the switches. And then we'll have the stone wall running down the inside of the track here, with the other little house in the corner here for the docks, which will be over on this side. So that's what we've been getting up to at the moment. I've also gone through and weathered the track, so the track is all weathered up. Sleepers, track, and then this little side in here, bit of dry white brush on there to give it that little oldie look. So yeah, I'm going to carry on now and start building up the polystyrene that will go underneath all the plaster mold, yeah, plaster mold, plaster bandage, plaster mold, whatever I get my hands on really, to then create the landscape, so I can move on to ballasting and static grass. Watch it all come alive. Right, we are now ballasting. So this is a slate ballast that I've made at home. I basically, well, actually I've got a small clip. I'll show you the clip. Here you go. Here's the clip. Now this is what we're talking about, isn't it? This is modelling. This is railway modelling. Hey, Mr. Director, leave me alone. This is what it's all about, right? Check that out. If you can't hammer stuff and smash stuff to pieces, are you really railway modelling? Oh, look at it. This is what we want for the railway. This is what we want for that 009 build. Some lovely, lovely fine bits of slate. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to smash the rest up. We'll make some ballast. I don't know who that guy is, but I wouldn't let him near your model railway. Or your kitchen for that matter. So here I am ballasting. So my quarry walls are in place. The quarry floor there, so I've done one coat of the PVA bond. It's a little bit loose, so I'm going to do another one, but it's dried. A lot of it's dried quite black, which is not what I planned. I didn't think it was going to dry. I mean, it might lighten up. I didn't think it was going to dry that much dark. That's so dark. I didn't think it was going to go that dark. It might lighten up. I mean, looking at it from this side, you can see it's actually starting to lighten up a bit, so that is quite positive. The tunnel section is going to go in here. It's going to be like an earthy ballast that goes in here because it's going to be more grass and stuff. But then going into the quarry, I have purchased this fine cinders, which looked fantastic and exactly what I wanted when I referenced it to the pictures that I have based the little quarry, the port area on. So this is my challenge now, getting this bit right. So I want to hide as much as the sleepers in this section as possible and just have the rails showing. So my challenge is I've got to try and get the ballast high enough and thick enough for that to happen, but then obviously not completely block the rails or make the loco hard to go across, drive across. I'm trying to get my words right here. Yeah, you know, that makes sense, doesn't it? So yeah, so I'm kind of brushing it and using a toothpick and just trying to get that level right, which is quite hard actually. But so that's what I'm doing right now. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, so the quarry section, I'm going to do another coat of the PVA bond, PVA mixed with water, etc, etc, which you all know about anyway. And this I haven't even started to glue yet, but that's what I'm, you know, just brushing into place and try and get it to. So I'm going to carry on with that and then try the loco over the top of it before I put any glue anywhere near it. I really like the look though, it's really cool. I love that. Right, so I've smoothed it out a little bit now. We're going to give it a go. We're going to get Blanche out and have a. Again, I didn't pay that. I got a great bargain on it. Must be worth it though for that price. Quite expensive, aren't they? For these tiny, tiny, tiny little locos. Also, I'm trying not to breathe too heavy on it because I don't want to blow it all away. See, I'm going to do this in the camera because I've left it over there. I've turned the board around. Okay, let's have a look. Straight away. Failed on the first attempt. That's all right. Well, that works all right, doesn't it? This actually might work. I need to switch the point and try on the siding without running off. Wait, hey, hey. I might be on a winner here. Bloody beautiful. Let's have a quick look, see how dirty it is. Yeah. Well, that's all right, isn't it? I don't think it picked up anything really. That might have actually just worked. I might be onto a winner there. I just want to kind of tidy up a couple of little details, but I might be on a winner here. I'm going to continue with this. Looks like it might work. So what I did was just, you know, small fine little details, just toothpick and paintbrush, and just kind of brushed it in and out. Used the card, actually a bit of thingy stick to kind of smooth it out so that the ballast wasn't hard in the tracks at any point, so that when I'm doing the track cleaning I don't rip up a lot of ballast and stuff. So anyway, that's the plan. So I think I might try a little bit of an area with the PVA and make sure that it's going to be okay. So I'll spray some IPA, try and hold it in its place, and then PVA glue it. So I'm going to try that now. Right, this is trial and bloody error, eh? So yeah, so just pouring on my little you know, kiddie medicine dispenser that I used to pour the PVA on, yeah, look, it's created lots of little holes. So yeah, that's not worked brilliantly, but I've just done this patch here. The plan is to let that dry. I'm just about to smooth this out now, to let that dry and see how it's worked. I've done a tiny piece of the track here. Again, look how it's all bubbled, and you know, it's just, yeah, I suppose that should have been too expected, but it's yeah, this fine stuff. I thought it was going to be a really good idea, but it's quite challenging, but we'll get it right. So I'm going to smooth that out and try and fix up this little bit with the brush and the toothpick, and let that dry and see how that works out. Right, then concrete, as it looks like it is now. So I want that to set now, and I just didn't want it to look like craters, you know, like, you know, craters hitting the ground. It's supposed to look like loose shingle, like the Penrhyn port. I mean, it will have greenery in it because I'll put all the moss and bits of grass and bits and pieces and weeds and stuff through it. But yeah, look, let's let that go. Come back to see what it's like in the morning. It's 37 degrees at the moment, so I'm hoping that's going to dry overnight. We'll have a look in the morning and see what it looks like. None of you are going to believe this, but obviously being in Australia, it's another 35-degree day, so we'll use some natural heat, shall we, to dry this out. So a bit of plaster cloth to build up the scenery in the centre there, and then hopefully I've done a second coat of PVA to really get the ballast down in the quarry and the docks area. So let's give that a little bit out in the sunshine and come back a bit later and see how good it looks. I want to go and find some dirt for this side. Might go for a walk. Come on, Mr. Director, let's go. Want to go for a walk? Hey, yeah, thought you might. And so here we have it. That's another coat of PVA bond on there and dried. The plaster cloth and the plaster coat dried, ready for painting. And down here we've got where I'm going to put the earth, which I have gone out with the dog, had a walk and picked up some just off the ground, and here it is. I'm just sieving it through my little sieve into these little metal trays out in the 35-degree heat so that it all dries out, get all the stones and the bits and pieces out of it. But yeah, so this is how I'm going to use, well, this is what I'm going to use for the earth. Yeah, this thing's working out alright. Sieve all that out, dry that up, and yeah, it'll be ready to use. Okay, we are at the stage of dry. So quarry area ballasted. I actually go back. It's definitely dried way too dark, so I'm going to have to get a dry brush effect and that to brighten it up a bit. We've got the dirt, the grounds, the earth section, and a couple of walls in place. I've got the little sleepers, just painting those up to go over the level crossing there, and we've got the dock area all ballasted up now as well. So, all right, that'll be it for this episode. I think we'll move on to static grass and trees, and then yeah, all the other little individual bits that are gonna tidy it all up and link it all together. Yeah, exciting stuff. All right, I'll be back.